My name is Kamon. I'm 80 years old, and I want to tell you a story. Not a story from a scripture, not a story from a text I memorized in the monastery. A story that came to me one evening, many years ago, when I was sitting alone after the last prayer of the day, in that particular kind of quiet that arrives after a long day, when everything has finally gone still. I was not trying to fall asleep. I was simply sitting with the darkness. And something happened in that sitting that I have thought about many times since. My body, which had been carrying the weight of the day, began to release it, not because I asked it to, not because I practiced any technique, but because the quality of my attention had changed. I was no longer in the day, I was in the evening, fully in it. And that shift, so simple and so complete, was the beginning of the deepest sleep I had known in years. That night taught me something I want to share with you now. The body does not need help falling asleep. It needs permission. And that permission comes not from technique, but from a particular quality of presence that the story I am going to tell you tonight is designed to invite. Maybe right now your body is tired and your mind is not. Maybe you have lain down many nights wanting nothing more than sleep and found that something in you simply would not release into it. Maybe the day follows you into the darkness. The conversations, the decisions, the unresolved things, the things you should have said, the things you wish had not happened, the things waiting for tomorrow. Maybe your mind treats sleep as another problem to be solved, rather than a threshold to be crossed. If any of that is true, let these words begin to do their work, because this story is not for your mind. It is for the part of you that is already tired of thinking. I want you to imagine that you are walking along a path at the end of the day, not hurrying, not arriving anywhere in particular, just walking slowly, the way you walk when there is nothing more that needs to be done. The light is beginning to change, that particular softening of the air that happens in the hour before night, when the world seems to exhale and everything becomes slightly quieter, slightly softer, slightly more still. Your feet move easily on the path. There is no weight in your step. Whatever you were carrying earlier in the day, you have set it down somewhere along the way, without quite noticing when. You feel the difference in your shoulders, a loosening, a settling, a permission to simply be in this body, on this path, in this evening, without any task remaining. The path takes you gently down a small slope toward a place where the trees grow closer together and the air becomes cooler. You can hear water nearby, a quiet stream moving slowly over smooth stones, making the kind of sound that does not demand anything of you, just sound. Just movement, just the water continuing its ancient way toward wherever water goes. You walk toward it without urgency. The sound grows slightly as you approach, and something in you responds to it the way tired things respond to the presence of water, with relief, with a kind of recognition, like something in your body has been waiting all day for exactly this. You find a place to sit near the edge of the water. The ground is soft here, the kind of soft that receives you without asking anything of you. You sit, and you let the sound of the stream fill the space where the day used to be. And as the sound fills that space, something else begins to happen. The thoughts, which have been your constant companions all day, begin to thin, not because you pushed them away, because there is nothing here that requires them. The stream does not need your commentary. The trees do not need your analysis. The evening does not need your planning. Everything here is already complete, already sufficient, already at rest in its own being. And your mind, finding nothing urgent to tend to, begins slowly and naturally to follow. Let me tell you about the stream for a moment, because there is something in running water that the human nervous system recognizes very deeply, something older than thought, something that predates the particular worries of any particular day. For most of human history, the sound of moving water meant safety. It meant the presence of what was needed. It meant rest was possible. And when your nervous system hears that sound, something very old in you responds, something that knows how to let go of vigilance, something that knows the night is not a threat, but a gift, a restoration, a return. You watch the surface of the water. It catches what is left of the light and holds it for a moment before releasing it. You notice that each moment of light on the water is slightly different from the last. The stream is never still. It is always moving, always changing, always beginning again. And yet it is also always the same stream, always this water, always this sound, always this patient and unhurried moving toward the sea. There is something in this that begins to feel familiar, something in the way the stream does not hold on, something in the way it receives what comes and releases what passes. You feel this in your chest as a kind of loosening, as if some knot that has been there so long you had forgotten it was there, is very quietly beginning to undo itself. Your breathing has slowed. You can feel it now in a way you could not feel it an hour ago. Each breath arriving unhurried, each breath leaving without resistance. The body knows things the mind has forgotten. The body knows how to breathe when nothing is required of it. The body knows how to be still when it is given permission. And sitting here near this stream in this evening, something in you is giving that permission. Not to sleep exactly, not yet, just to be here. Just to let the day be complete, just to rest in the simple fact of this moment, which asks nothing of you and gives you everything you did not know you needed. What most people don't realize is that the soul does not need to be put to sleep. The soul is already at rest. It is the mind that keeps the body awake. It is the ongoing conversation of thought, the rehearsal and the replay, the planning and the fearing, that holds the body in a kind of wakefulness, long after wakefulness has served its purpose. And when the mind finally quiets, not because you forced it, but because you gave it nowhere left to go, what remains is something that has been waiting all along, something that knows exactly how to be at rest, because rest is its natural state. You are still sitting near the stream. The water continues its unhurried moving. The trees are very still now. The light has gone soft and low, that particular evening light that makes everything look as if it has been gently worn by many years of easy days. You feel the ground beneath you as something solid and reliable, something that has been here long before you arrived and will be here long after you leave. And in this feeling of being held by something solid and old and patient, another layer of the day dissolves. Another small tension releases from somewhere in the body you had not known was there until it left. There is something I want to tell you about the evening that is always true, but that is easy to forget during the busy hours. The evening is not the end of something. It is the completion of something. There is a difference. The end of something has a quality of loss, of things left undone, of what might have been. The completion of something has a different quality entirely. It has the quality of something that has run its full course and arrived at its natural conclusion. This day, with everything in it, with every task and every conversation, and every moment of difficulty, and every small grace, has run its full course. It is complete now, not because everything in it was resolved, but because the day itself is done, and the night that follows does not require anything more from you. It only asks that you receive it. You feel this now in your body, the particular heaviness of a body that has done its day and is ready now to rest. It is not an unpleasant heaviness, it is a good heaviness, the heaviness of something that has been used well and is ready now to be renewed. Your shoulders are settling toward the earth. Your hands are soft in your lap. Your face has relaxed into an expression you wear only when no one is watching and nothing is required. An expression of simple being, of presence without performance, of the self that exists before any particular role and continues after any particular day. And here's what I want you to understand about this particular heaviness. It is the body signaling to you that the time for activity is complete, that the time for receiving has begun. The body is very wise in this. It knows when the day has given what it could give, and when the night has something different to offer. And what the night offers, when you are willing to receive it, is something no amount of activity can produce. It is the deep rest that allows the body to repair what the day has used, the sleep that gives the mind space to release what it has been holding, the darkness that allows something in you to return to itself. The stream is quieter now, or perhaps you are quieter, and so the stream sounds different. There is very little light left, just enough to see the soft shapes of the trees and the movement of the water, just enough to know where you are. And where you are is here, exactly here, in this body, in this moment, near this water, in this evening that is becoming night. And this is enough, more than enough. Everything that needed to happen today has happened. Everything that needs to happen tomorrow will wait until tomorrow. There is nothing required of you in this moment except to be in it. And you are. Your eyes are heavy now, not in a way that troubles you, in the most natural way there is, the way eyes become heavy when a body is truly ready for rest, the way that heaviness feels like falling into something soft rather than falling into something unknown. Your breath is very slow now, very even, very much like the breath of someone who is already most of the way to sleep. Each exhale releases a little more of the day. Each inhale brings a little more of the quiet. The stream is still there, still moving, still making its patient sound. You can rest now. Not because the day was perfect, not because everything is resolved, but because the day is complete, and you are here, and the night is ready to hold you, and there is nothing left to do but let it. If these words carried you somewhere quiet tonight, then perhaps they have done what a story can do when it is told in the right way, at the right time. And if you want to share something in the comments, tell me how you sleep. Tell me what keeps you from rest. Tell me what the night feels like when it is kind, and what it feels like when it is not. Because you are not alone in this, and if this gave you something, stay close to this space, because there will be other evenings, and there will be other stories. And the soul, which does not need to be taught how to rest, sometimes just needs someone to sit with it quietly until it remembers on its own.